In this video, I'm going to show you a few commands to make sure that your repositories are up to date and some of the different items that we need to have are installed, such as idle 3. We're going to want to install the idle and Python 3 to make sure that we're ready to program in Kali Linux. So you can go up here and click the console, and then the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to use the sudo command and apt and update. And this will just make sure that everything is updated as far as the Kali goes. So let's run that. Enter Kali, and then let it do its thing. When it's complete, you'll see all of this right here, and it'll take you back to the cursor. So we can do the next command that we want to do. And again, we're going to do, we'll start with apt and list. And we want to take a look at this and see what happens here. And this is going to list all of the different items here. You can take a look and see what's installed. And that looks good. Okay. And the next thing we want to do is we want to do sudo apt upgrade. And it'll go through and make sure everything's upgraded. This last command does take a while. By a while, mine took about 4 or 5 minutes. So you just have to let it go through, and when it's done, it'll take you right back to the cursor, just like the last one did. The next command we're going to run here is sudo apt, and this is going to upgrade our distributions. So let's do this. And that should be good. Let it do its thing. So, that one didn't take too long. And one last one. And that's it. Okay, so now we have all of this done, and we can now install the idle. So that's just going to be should be good. Read this real quick. Yep, that looks good. Now it's doing that. Alright, idle's installed, and let's see. There's a few other packages you might want to install, such as the Bluetooth, the BT scanner, but we're not going to do those ones just yet because we're getting ahead of ourselves if I do that. So the only other thing I want to do is make sure we have Python 3, which should be ready, but we're gonna double check here. Let's see. Actually, I think we might be good. Yeah, we are. Python 3.1.1. Okay. So we're good. We're ready to go. Python 3 is installed right here. You can see that. So we're ready. Alright, so this video right here is was all about getting our updates and packages installed that we needed for Kali Linux to operate the way that we want it to operate, and we can begin doing some more testing. Now if we go up here and we take a look at let's see here, applications, and we want to go to all applications, scroll to move to the right, and then scroll down. You can also do a search, it'd probably be faster. You'll see that here's your idle 3 using Python 3.11. You could make a shortcut to your desktop, but you can just open it like this, and now you have your idle inside of the Kali. And if you run it, you have your script, and now we can start writing scripts the same as we would if we were working inside of Windows, except for in this case we're working in Kali, so this is very helpful. Of course, we can use the console and type in our commands in Python directly into the Kali terminal. However, we're going to want to save our scripts, and that's why I prefer to use the idle in Kali. And from here, you can use this will act as your terminal. You can actually code in here in Python, or you can save your files, which is what I recommend, because you're going to want to save scripts as you start writing more comprehensive or complex scripts. So I usually do something along these lines, and you could do this if you want to keep your directory in Kali, that's fine. If you want to save it on your desktop for easy access for right now, you could do something along these lines. And you could just say, for me, I'm just going to say temp and save. And now we have a temp file here, and we can open with the idle. And now we have our form, so we can start writing our script information. Now what I'll usually do is I will delete all of the text that was in the temp or the .py file, and then I'll do a test just to make sure everything's working. So I'm just going to print test and make sure that works. And you can just hit F5 and then hit your enter key, and you can see it comes up test. So our Python script ran. And now we're ready to write full scripts in here and save it. And you can save it right here. Okay, so let me get rid of this and get rid of that. Of course, you can write directly into your console, and that'll work too. And that's all I wanted to cover for this section.